Are you that photographer? And I stupidly went through the internet recently and I found some of them, and I've also been one of them. And when I say that photographer, the reason I am calling this out is because I don't think the people who do it perhaps realise the damage they're doing to themselves. Now, this advice will apply to any career, not just photography, in any pursuit. But it's the people who say things like this: oh, these cheap photographers, they're ruining the market. Digital made it easy, back in the day with film. As soon as you're that person who is moaning about the state of the profession because it's changed, there's plenty of reasons to moan about the state of the profession, but if you're moaning about it because it's changed, you're doing yourself a disservice. You are capable of changing with it. You are capable of moving with the times. Don't become stuck in your ways. As photographers, especially commercial ones, which I'm assuming if you're watching this, you probably have an interest in it, we have to move with the times. We're supposed to be part of the zeitgeist. We're supposed to understand what is trendy. If I start complaining that we're expected to shoot video now, I'm going to very suddenly lose my career. I have to decide, am I going to go, well, do you know what? 2012 was the best year in photography, so I'm just going to keep doing 2012. Then I need to accept the consequences of that. But I think a lot of people end up into these bitter, resenting kind of mindsets without realizing it. And they go down a rabbit hole, and then they find people who agree with them. And it becomes an echo chamber of like, oh, price cutting's ruining the business. Cheap photographers are people doing it for free. There's always been cheap photographers. There's always been people doing it for free. Nothing's changed in that sense. But you're not moving with the times. You're not going, well, look, I need cheap portrait video for people's reels. I need to be shooting stills which can work as stop motion so they can be used on both digital billboards, and also for reels on social media. You need to be adapting. I've adapted. When I started shooting, I shot film. I shot on a 645 Bronica, and I developed it and scanned it. Then I moved to a digital camera and I learned how to do that. Now I do video as well, and I'm shooting on a 6K RAW rig, and I'm learning how to grade raw video footage and to do the audio, because some of my videos need a bit of ASMR in them. And I've also learned how to do YouTube because I need a backup finance as well in case something horrible like COVID happens again. So all of these things matter. And if you find yourself being angry, bitter, resentful that your career is not working out, look inward. Look at yourself and go, why is it not working for me? What am I doing wrong? Not what's happening to me, not what's going on in the world. It's so easy for me to say, oh, do you know what? Because I'm not in London, no one will take me seriously because everyone just thinks London people are great. Yeah, brilliant. I'm not in London. What can I do about that? Right, I can go to meetings in London once a week. I can make sure I'm traveling to London. I can make sure my work is better than those people in London. What can I do to solve this? What can I do to change how the world is for me? Hopefully, if you're watching this and you can see some of that inside yourself, because we all do it, myself included, you can start to change your mindset on this and go, well, yes, there are people who are price cutting me. What if I make my work so much better that the price cutting doesn't matter? What if I make my service so much quicker and more efficient and slick that they'd rather pay more for me than have someone cheap mess around? Yes, these people are doing it with like cheap plastic cameras and I'm using a pro camera, but you know what? My clients don't care about that. So what can I do to cut my overheads? Maybe I should buy a cheap camera too, so I can work at the same price range, because it's the creativity they want, not the 50 megapixels. Whatever it may be, try and find the solution to it rather than moan about it. And I promise you, this year will be better than last year. Let me know in the comments below what your pet peeve is and how you can change it, how you can make it different and better for you in 2023. See you soon. Bye-bye.